I am a relatively loyal Stihl customer, and recently I've tested out and purchased a couple of their battery operated products, a hedge trimmer and a push lawnmower. I've been impressed enough with those to embrace an electric string trimmer, so I've picked up the FSA 57. There are a lot of good string trimmers in this space. You see more and more tool companies, DeWalt, Milwaukee, and the historic lawn care companies, Stihl, Echo, Husqvarna, getting into this space for quite some time. So this is a relatively mature product. I'm sticking with Stihl. I've only had good experiences with them. I've got the hedge trimmer already, and this residential string trimmer uses the same AK series battery. So I went ahead and purchased the tool without battery and charger because I got that with the hedge trimmer. They're fairly low use devices, especially the hedge trimmer, so I don't have a problem sharing a battery between the two. I'm also contemplating the push mower, the Stihl 460 push mower that I demoed and reviewed. Was borrowed from a friend, but I'm thinking about getting one of those also. This uses the same AK battery series. So once you're in, and I've said this before, once you're in an ecosystem for a particular battery, it kind of locks you into their entire product line. So this, just the tool is $160. If you get it with the AK10 battery, the smallest battery goes up to $200. And then up from there if you want to get bigger battery size. But let's get this thing out of the box and see what we get with it. Now this is kind of interesting. Normally at a Stihl dealer, these will be out on a rack and you'll purchase it all put together. But they were sold out of the ones that were on the rack, and I didn't want to wait for them to put it together, so they had one in the back in a box. So I said, just give me that, I'll take it, I'm out of here. And that way we get to see what it takes to put it together also. So we've got a Stihl Torx tool, safety glasses, owner's manual, and the handle. I'm just putting it straight up now. There are indents at different locations, so you can loosen this thumb screw, move this to where you need it. So we'll get an idea for that once we start using it. Oh my goodness, look at that. We can also, I didn't even know this. You can also change the length of your shaft for different height people. That's a cool feature. And overall this thing, the motor is actually down in the head of it and the battery goes here. So the idea here with the head is kind of heavy, weight out here, put the battery back here, this thing balances itself when we get the battery in, so we'll check that out too. It's loaded with their auto cut device here already and their string. We just have to put the guard on and this bumper piece. Wow, that's pretty simple. Just slides on there and the two screws that came with it. So this is the AK series battery format. There's different power levels within the same format, so the same size battery, but they just pack in more energy. This is the homeowner series. They've got a bigger one, more for professionals. Okay, it charges battery up fully. And put it in here and we're ready to go. So we should get about 25 minutes of run time on this small battery. For my yard, that's plenty, especially I've got a long ways to walk between doing flower beds and that. But we don't have to idle during that time, so that doesn't count on runtime. Let's go try it out. So first impressions of the string trimmer are very good. Obviously, it's very quiet. Most of the noise is from the strings running through the air. And then of course, when you're cutting grass, it makes a bit of a whipping sound, but definitely not to the point where you need hearing protection. That is a big advantage. Not having to stuff something in your ears with the gas trimmer. I would do that for sure, try to protect the hearing. It is starting to rain here, but this FSA 57 is an entry-level model with the removable battery, so there is one more below this that is a built-in battery. That's probably a good option too. You don't have the ability to have multiple batteries for increased runtime or to replace the battery if it fails, so that's one advantage to this. Now if you upgrade beyond this, what you're going to get is more power and more control. So this control of the string is either on or off. There's no variable speed built into it, so if you go up a level, you're going to get variable speed and some more power. And then there's a commercial line with their commercial line battery series that gives you increased runtime. There's also the Combi series that allows you basically to remove the end of this and the string trimmer part and put on edger and other attachments. Obviously the price for all that goes up. For me, this meets my needs perfectly. Plenty of runtime. I have a fairly large lawn at over 30,000 square feet and quite a few trees and flower beds. And with the smallest battery, this runs long enough. This is the AK10. You can get the 20 and 30. That would improve runtime significantly. But for this particular tool, it's really not needed. I just finished up doing all the string trimming. Half the battery's left, so plenty for my use. Definitely recommend never buying a gas string trimmer again. These battery electric are significantly better in pretty much every way possible. You just have to make sure there's enough battery for your needs. If you're going to do brush cutting or maybe some commercial uses where you're going 10 hours a day, I think those are pretty rare. Maybe there's still a small niche for gas, but this thing definitely fits residential needs perfectly. And there's many steps above this to go beyond for more battery life and more power and different attachments. Was pretty happy too with the Stihl auto cut here. Very easy to use. You don't have to take it apart anymore and wind the wire. You do it all from the outside, feed it in and turn this knob and it sucks it in for you. The other thing is just bump this, boom, it spits out, cuts to length. Worked really good so far. We'll see how that is over time. But overall, pretty impressed with it. The only nit, there's a little rattle in here like something came loose, but it doesn't seem to impact anything. Overall, I was able to find a comfortable position. This handle's adjustable. The length of the shaft is adjustable here too, so that is pretty cool. I've not had that before. That makes the ergonomics better. And able to not hunch over and do one of these, and yeah, this is a winner. The other handy thing is there's a little notch here on the back. I'm gonna take the battery out because I'm gonna charge that. But all you have to do is put a screw or a nail in your wall at some point, hang it up. Don't put it on your floor. As I get more and more battery operated things, it's becoming obvious I need to set up a battery charger, battery station. We'll see what I can do there.